Alright, Q's Corners back in effect to a degree. So I just want to do a video speaking about something that I noticed. One of the main things I see on a daily basis, and I've started to begin to see it more and more and more, is the fact that there's like a lot of females wearing tight pants, no matter what they are, yoga, gym pants, and this has become like a fashion thing. Even so much so, I'm even starting to see it at the workplace. Now, I'm gonna just be blunt with it. These tools of deception is what's keeping y'all winning right now, unfortunately, because men are visual creatures, so a lot of dudes are attracted to something that appears to be a shapely woman, but as I've experienced in the past prior to meeting my wife, all that looks like gold sometimes is just a yellow crayon. It's funny how women can go around acting all high and mighty and all self-righteous about how they are worth more than their body, than being treated as a piece of meat. But one of the first things that they use out of the toolbox is to use their bodies like a piece of meat, especially to attract and to get the things that they wish and desire. See, men don't have that luxury. As some of you have probably seen from comment sections from more of my controversial videos, one of the first things that a lot of these females tend to attack me on is the fact that they think that because they look at my cheeks, they look at my neck, that I am somehow humongously fat. Though I am not skinny, I am by no stretch of the imagination humongously fat. But what does facts matter, especially when you're just speaking your emotions? So I always go back to the situation that happened to me at my job, where I got talked to for wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Now, I'm not a cut up dude, so I wasn't going around showing off my abs, showing my manly chest with muscles flexing and bulging. Nah, I wasn't doing that. But I had it buttoned up right to here. And somehow the type of shirt I wore was a problem. Yet, all the blood pressure cuff pants, you can see the blood vessel pumping blood, and it's just, I don't even have words for it. It's just preposterous that women get away with so much shit and claim to be so oppressed. Now, I am not a fan of feminism. I am not a fan of feminists at all. And I always say, if women are so oppressed in this country, why is it that they are allowed to even express it? Because I'm pretty sure if you go over to the Middle Eastern countries where they have no qualms about beheading a female that gets out of line, they're not trying to hear about how oppressed you are. You better shut up and get in your place. That ought to let you know everything that they scream and talk about is just because. Attractive women typically aren't visually attractive women typically aren't 200, 250, 300 pounds. They're not. A lot of the disgruntleism, or whatever you want to call it, comes from the fact that, one, these women are not typically facially attractive. And on top of that, their bodies are typically not very appealing. So when they start crying about all these other issues, I always go back to the fact that no matter how fat you are, you can go around wearing spandex, and if you, or not spandex, but just tight clothes in general, and if those tight clothes happens to be tight in the right areas on the right day, you just might get some attention. You may not always get the right attention, but you will get attention. The funny thing to me is how women feel like this is not even inappropriate at all. In fact, it's almost like this culture is encouraged amongst all women. As I was walking down the hall today in my job, I stopped and I wondered. I saw like 3 or 4 women, different colors, all wearing almost like the same uniform. These tight ass jeans that look like they can't even walk in them. It looks like it's like cutting their ass in half, and they're just like they waddle because they can't walk because they're too fucking tight. So tight that they have to put their phone in the back pocket. I don't understand this phenomenon other than women are attention whores and their main drug of choice is attention. But don't ever complain that you're oppressed, because 9 times out of 10 you can get away with wearing shit that most men, well, no, they let men wear tight ass shit, because again, we're trying to feminize men. Me, I'm stuck in the 90s, so I still got my baggy shit on. I wear baggy khakis. That's my steez. But long story short, these tight clothing is keeping y'all below average women winning, because a lot of y'all would never get any attention if you couldn't wear tight ass shit. Just saying.